Kwanda karitia saheka, koru ushiara heka, kiara ahaya onaha, heya, heya karakahiata, heya hatakara, etiora hamoti, kuru uriasa, kuara, etiara kuratiara kati, kiara sitiara oka hoyatiamata, oka tiara. Kiara se kiara e kiara, ko aha diama oko, odiapa kaya tata, o kiara ke kiara, ko ure, eka kaya de pasi, korea tiara, e kiara ko oti, aka heia aka matara, ko uria sati kiara sati, kiara hi tiara hakuti, kuru tiara kati, Kiara ke kiara koti, kiara kahaya data, kiara kahaya kakara kati, tak 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 tia kakatia kakaria. Ki ireata ehe tiara kaha ediana mo oktu tiara ka. I tiara tak 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 ko tiara tak 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 tiara kataya o tiara. Ku uriara he tia a ke bima tiara. Ku uriara tiara. Why? O ti haya akai. O oya si ti ara i tiara. Ki ia iki ia etamataya. Ki iara situa. Ki aya. Ki ia katia self. Namaste.
I was just holding off to see if you had any like primary words that were coming through once you stopped.
What I saw was something where they are. Kiara heanda hekutianda ekatisiara. Kiara, I see you, Kari, Kiara, Skutiara. Etia kaha ayamakoya city. O oriasa, ekaha ayahara hisiara kote city. Kurutiara saka ayatakara. Kuriara, eya kara ina mahositiara. Ki iriasa. All of you, I see you, Kara Indiatasi, Kuriasa, heya ata heta, Kuriara kayaya, Kuriasa katia, Kari piriara, Siara hakayata, Ko aya, heya, Oka, eya hanamahoa, Eka anamahoa, Ki iata, Uasa akare sikiara. The wind of change for you. Kira aheya sata.
Thank you, beautiful Mother.
Kokaya sata. Oh. Wow.
Akiuru tu yana mahi shkriana na oirata tahawiana na. A clearing for this channel to come through. Arakuyanara ki inch kriyanamara. Ahekuyanyara tirituanyara hish kriyamahuana naiti. Aka ihi heya heya heya. Heya heya heya. Akuyana huyana. Heya 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 heya. Akuyana heya ho. Aheya ho aka. Atiaka, ataka, Ahey, 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 ahey. The mother's ancestors all step forward. Akahiha, akahiha, ahey, ahey, akahey, ahey, aho, ahey, aho. We march in a circle. Akahey, ahey, ahey, the akahey, ahey, ahey, aho. The fire celebrates with us. Akaheya, aheya, heya, akaha. Our hearts beat as one to the drum. Akaheya, aheya, heya, aheya, heya, aheya, ho. We always come together, whether it be wartime, whether it be celebration of love, of life, of new family, the new moon, the change in seasons. This is our time to come together in oneness and celebration. The old days and energy of war are still amongst this people, this humankind. We dance in the circle with our hearts joined to remember the peaceful times. Akaheya, aheya, heya, akaheya, aheya, ho, aheya, ho, aheya, ho. Join your feet in the sands of the circle of time. Join your feet in the footprints where our footprints once rode and stood, dancing and spinning in our own power in celebration. Akaheya, aheya, heya, aheya, heya, aheya, ho, aheya, ho. The mothers, the fathers, the children, the elders, the plants, all are part of this fire. The trees lend their old wood. The fire burns away the change. The old energies are released in the dance, bringing in the new, the freshness, as the smoke calls our prayers up to God. The smoke announces itself as the etheric prayers of the nations. Drifting and wafting, carried along with the wind. This one feels the energy of the crushing, as if the pains of childbirth come through. These pains are the birthing of the new energy and where Mother Gaia currently resides, in bringing in this new earth and this new energy. This being remembers the breathing through it. Take a breath and breathe through it. You will get through it. The new child of the new earth is on her way. She's glorious to behold. And so close in her arrival, but we are still in the birthing pains. Breathe through it. Continue to breathe through it.
We do, beloved. We do. We are here with you. Relax and ride the wave.
Yes, thank you. There are many who send their love and light. And it is easing. But if you recall, the most intense pains were right before the childbirth. And so continue to take a breath. Breathe it into your being and send your light, send your love. And together, we will get through this.
Yes. There is a time to come when it is the darkest, that is when the light will be born.
Exactly. And the mothers sing, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, in celebration. Yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, oh. Feel the strength of their hearts beating together. Hey, hey, oh. They are the ones in their power and their strength, holding and supporting the divine feminine, celebrating the joy, the quickening. The quickening of the birth is among us and upon us. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your patience. And thank you for your work as light workers, as galactics, as starseeds, as way showers, as dancers, as children of the light. A blessing upon you, a blessing upon you all, as we are on this journey together. Ana wiri kia hai nyaho e tia kahi ana mai ana nai tia kahi ana ate no ya ti hakahi juku mai tia kahani araka urutu hana hai tia kai na iti hiana pai 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 o pai 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 o pai pai o pai o. My little children, my little ones, you are loved. Ah, Bible. The tenderness of my heart is yours, Bible. We are never separate, you and I.
No.
I hold you to my bosom, to my breast. You are my children.
Yes.
And with this,
It
I
comes
leave you
from your body.
my blessings of divine love and light.
Mother, I feel you under my feet. Mother, I heard your heartbeat. Mother, I feel you under my feet. Mother, I heard your heartbeat. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya. Mother, I feel you under my feet. Mother, I heard your heartbeat. Mother, I feel you under my feet. Mother, I heard your heartbeat. Hey ya, 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 hey ya. Mother, I feel you under my feet. Mother, I heard your heartbeat. I feel you under my feet. Mother, I heard your heartbeat. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey yo. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya. Mother, I feel you under my feet. Mother, I heard your heartbeat. Mother, I feel you under my feet. Mother, I heard your heartbeat. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey yo. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey hey hey. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey yo. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey hey. Mother, I feel you under my feet. Mother,
Mother, I hear your heartbeat. Mother, I feel you under my feet. Mother, I hear your heartbeat.
Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya. Mother, I
I feel you under my feet.
Mother, I hear your heartbeat. Mother, I feel you under my feet. Mother, I feel your heartbeat.
Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey yo. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey hey ya.
Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya.
Mother, I feel you under my feet. Mother, I heard your heartbeat. Mother, I feel you under my feet. Mother, I heard your heartbeat. Hey, 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 hey,
Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya.
Oh, Mother, I feel you under my feet. Mother, I feel your
Heartbeat. Mother, I feel you under my feet. Mother, I hear your heartbeat. Yeah, 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 oh. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 oh. Yeah, 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 yeah.
you.
Oh, hey, 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 hi, hi, hey, hey, oh, hey, and the ando, hey, hey. Ahe ande ando ande ahe ahe ando ando ahe ahe ande oh hey ando ayana hey ahe 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 ayana hey 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 ande anda ya hey hey, andaya nandeya andeya andoeya, 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 andoeyo. Oh, oh, aya harandandeyana.
They kept telling me to scream, so I had to scream. Ladies, that was beautiful. That was healing. And we needed to move that energy in the most intense way. And I thank you, ladies, for staying and doing this. It's such a blessing. And I was, oh my gosh, I was so emotional. And afterwards, Elga, I mean, when you started singing that song, all of a sudden I could feel that peace to my soul, just joining me. And just like washing over me like a salve, like a balm, you know. And finally I was able to like catch my breath again and stop the tears from coming because the emotion was so intense. It
No,
was so intense.
I know, I feel that. I'm an empath, remember?
Yes, I know, we all are.
We all are. Look what Wilma brought forward. Absolutely. I had tears in my eyes, Wilma. So beautiful.
Thank you.
It was beautiful. Thank you, guys.
So beautiful. Oh my God. I was just right there.
Yeah, I feel the same.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
So Wilma, did you have anything else that you wanted to add? Do we want to do just like one last round of light language and then shut it down?
Yeah, I've got some energy coming through. Krishna hawa ta haniya ta hisna hawa. Sahano tiahano wa tiena wa ta aina ka ashna wa ta ye. Siyaho ta ne ya ta ina hawa ta na ku ashna wa ta hai. Sohana ti aruto norhieta. Siarantiki arunto ay at kashak ta kri nor ta kashik ta kri no tar ta kashik ta kri ta kashik ta kri. Urniet ka richa chikier kier 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 to tor oh, Shawatana, Shiwatana Yata. e tahana wa tikiana to ai. Sene hi tiane. E ke tiene tiana to ene atkia. Hui shua tiana to ai. Tiere tiana to reniere chiara to. Tornare tiara no e tiana ora tiara na cara. Tiara ne chiara ne chiara ta na chiara tiara. Tiara 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 tiara. Ndoro ai taro anare e tiara wania. Oscuro e scenero tocano wattirino ora. Toro anare e tira naya nare nare naya ne. Siraniara na naya nare naya 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 ne. Tiarania tira nora nara. Araniera naro tirene araniera tu no yenare. Araniera tu araniera no ai. Sunariatia. Akarenesha noroye.
Oh, Kikara. Amonda kia kahea. Uru usieta haaya kureti. Ku uria sakadiara tikiti. Kiara na wahataya. Ku oya oti oya osika ka eriasa. Kahaya rasi tiara suki. Ki iri usa okuya ahoya. Kiara sikitiara kahiara na edisiti. Kuriata isiata. Rana etionda haya katisa. Kuuri iria lahetisia. Kuru undiesa. Kiara ta heya katia pada. Ki ira. Ayatusi itiara ikatayaka. Kuhuya tasitiana. Ku ori siata. Esiata korisiti. Tiara sianata. Ki hayataya oma etaya nakoda. E hori iri kiara kaki. Uru usi iriana hekaya kasi. Oya okisi. Kuriata. Kuriara sika. Hitara sika.
Beautiful. Ana uiri kiara hira ya taku ya niare pa hi tiki haroro ya narara. Ora iri te hiri te hui ni ana ta puto di ne pat kat kat tu ya papa pe ui ra pa. Ya ni ana te tu iri ra pa ya ne papa papa ya ra pa ya. Ana te tu ya mi te ku ya papa ta tu. I was hearing that was Clara.
Feel it.
She's a little fairy, and I could see her little golden, like her little wings. They look like a little butterfly, the way how they were like moving and like her little sparkle. And I was like, oh my gosh. So yeah, that was fun. She said it's important to raise the vibration to keep the frequency up. So that yes, we are going through this thing, but at the same time, you know, to be joyous, to keep and stay in our being our joyous self. And so that's what she wanted to do, is she just wanted to like end on a high note.
I felt through the last several transmissions very much a heart expansion.
Yes.
A raising of frequencies, yes. Raising our own frequency, and just I just heard the words feel it. Feel into your heart. What do you feel there? Do you feel the love?
Love
that was sent? There is so much love for you.
Yes. Yes. See? Yes, that love. I'm telling you, it was so intense. The beautiful birthing of this energy. It was incredible. And the love is just tremendous. And so I open my heart and I share it with anyone who is watching this video in the future, in the now, in the future, and the now of the future of the now. Because every now is now. What time is it? It's now.
That's it. Exactly. Yeah. Vilma, you have ancient, you have a native in you.
Yes. Yes, I know.
So,
I mean, I know because people have told me that, and I kind of feel it, but that's
so,
as far as it goes.
it's so strong, and when you bring it through, especially the second time when you did that, I was completely out. I wasn't here anymore. I was with you. There was actually there was a meadow. What I saw, there were teepees. It's a long time ago.
I saw a teepee in my vision too earlier. I saw the tree and the teepee, but I see that a lot because I also have had lifetimes as American Indian, and so
Yes.
So I mean, so I it's in my DNA, it's in my memory, but they like show me an image, and so it's kind of like this is where you're connecting.
I think perhaps we are still from the principal people.
Oh yeah.
This one called Nundadikani by the principal people is here to expand the heart of humanity, to bring harmony into these troubled times.
Yes, beautiful.
Yes.
You know,
And what I receive is that we don't need to be out there. We don't need to be, out on a public platform. We don't need to be, loud. We can do this work on our own, in our own space. We don't need to be loud. We can be quiet. We can be silent. It is just as powerful and just as effective.
Oh, that's your message of silence.
I guess so.
That's your message of silence. They just gave you the meaning behind why you felt like, I just feel like I could be still, like I can be quiet. Because it's the going within your heart space and feeling that love within your heart space, love for self, love for family, love for humanity. And when you feel that love and that caring for others, that is your work. You don't have to do anything else beyond that. But of course, when we do come together, of course, more energy together combined. But it's not necessary. And so that was your message of quiet. That's beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's not doing anymore. We are not doing.
It's
being.
Be a bee.
Yes, all we have to do is to be.
Yeah, and yeah.
And not even a busy bee, just a bee.
Just a bee. Yes. Just being, because when we are being, that's the time in silence too, like you said, in being, that is when we are emanating the energy, and that is what we are here for. We are actually the elders.
Are you feeling that energy now? It's like very hot right now.
It is, and for me, I feel that too.
Yeah.
I feel
very connected to all the indigenous, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. You are. And
yes, sending love.
How about if you come from how do you call it? Under the natives there in Australia.
The Aboriginals, yes, I've got the Aboriginal connection. I've had lifetimes as an Aborigine as well. In fact, and I think that's why my parents migrated to Australia, because my father had very strong connections to the Aboriginals as well. And I've channeled some of that through for him when he was still alive. And I was giving him healings. The Aboriginals would come in and give a message to him through me. So, and healing. So I feel very connected, yes, to the Aboriginals as well as the Native Americans. I don't feel like a strong, I haven't had any like connection as in, how can I say, with the other races, but it's there. It's like it's still buried in me, like, you know, the Maoris and the Eskimos and the other indigenous races. Like, I feel like it's there, but it's not strongly connected like the Native American and the Aboriginal, but it's there. It's just like, it's just kind of sitting in the background waiting to be awakened or something. I'm not quite sure.
And these are energies actually that you carry. And you see, I was a apprentice with a Cherokee for 13 years, a Cherokee medicine woman. And when we're talking about medicine, it's spiritual medicine, creating fire altars and so forth, very, very powerful. And we have done things that is, it blows your mind, totally blows your mind, you know. And I felt, actually, that was the only place I felt home. Why? Because we were white people, but we also had Lakotas. We had all kind of natives. I'm a Sundancer, by the way.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, you did that for 4 years, you were saying.
4 years, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sundancing, and that was absolutely, for me, it was, everybody was like, and I was like this.
Transformed.
When we did Vision Quest, everybody came out totally exhausted. I couldn't understand it. I was like exhilarated from it, you know. That means 4 days, 5 nights, or something like that. No food, no water, nothing. And then you are in the wilderness, sort of, you know. We had in Ohio, we had I don't know how many acres of land with woods and all that there, you know. And at night, you see, that's where I got my name, Nunda Dikani, the winged one that flies in the light of the great sun. That is my totem, or whatever. My name actually is the eagle. It's the bald eagle, or what, with the white head and a white
Yeah,
head.
the bald eagle. Mm-hmm. The bald eagle.
Yeah, and it was raining, and I was in my tent, and that eagle landed on my tent and ripped my tent open with the glass.
Wow.
And it got really wet inside. I wasn't so happy about it at all. It's always around me when I go there. The eagles fly around me, you know. I'm very close too. And I experienced in some of the quests I did, I experienced, first I felt like I was sitting on an eagle and flying, and then I was the eagle. You know, I actually was looking in a bird's view, you know.
That sounds like one of my meditations, Elga.
It is, but
yeah.
It's during the Vision Quest, I became the eagle. I mean, it is amazing, what that feeling of it, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And another thing, and this is happening now. I saw 2 suns. One was definitely in the south, and one was right over me. And that's impossible. That's impossible. I closed my eyes, I rubbed my face, and I looked up, and the sun was there. you know, was the noon sun, one in the south and one, well, it was a, sort of a little bit towards the east, you know, but it over me. And seeing the two suns, that is what is going to happen. We are going to have, we're going to have two suns, because we are moving into a higher dimension. And as we are moving into a higher dimension, we will be, all will be seeing the two suns.
Wow.
So you're saying each of the suns, the two suns will be in different dimensions, but we'll be able to see them both?
Yeah, they're not in different dimensions. They're in the same dimension, but they're two. That is in the other dimension. And this when we are, I don't know when that will happen, but it will happen. That we have two suns. Binary. You know, so yeah. And
that's pretty amazing, yeah.
Yeah, it's really is. I mean, I would not say that if I didn't get a confirmation from grandmother.
Right.
So, you know, that
Interesting.
I told her.
Sorry, go on.
No, I'm finished. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, it's interesting that you should say that about the two suns. Now, I did a retreat a couple of years ago. That was called, I don't know, Magic Mountain Retreat or something, but it was in the Blue Mountains here. And one of the things that we did was it was a full moon retreat, I think. So we were asked to paint like our depiction, or like whatever channel you got through, a full moon painting. And my painting had two moons in it.
Oh, wow.
So I'm just wondering what you said about two suns, how interesting. But what was even funnier, like weirder, was one of the moons was like the moon that we know. It's just like that bright, light glowing moon. But the other moon was red. It was like it was shadowed and it was red. So I don't know whether that had a meaning behind it, or if it was on a different plane where there were two moons visible. I have no idea. But in the center of that picture, because one moon was on the right, up high, and the other one was on the left, a little bit lower. That was the red moon. And then between the two of them, there was a space, and I'd drawn a vortex. Because I remember everyone was saying, well, they didn't actually get to ask me, because after that, I felt quite ill, and I was like, I think I need to go home, because I thought if I stay here, I'm going to be so sick, I won't be able to drive home. So I kind of actually left. I left the retreat, and the painting and everything got left behind. The lady who ran the retreat saved the painting for me, and I have it now. But she said, we were all wondering what your thingy in the middle was. And I said, it was a vortex. I'm just not very good at drawing, but I think I didn't do a bad job. But it was like a spiral vortex. It was between the two moons.
Wow,
so
very cool.
And you're talking about vortex, I am a vortex. It is
so funny.
Celestine Vorta means vortex.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Now, animals, when I take animals in my arm, they disappear into me. That is,
wow.
yeah. There was this little dog, and when I came, when he saw me, he went bananas, and he really went bananas, and I picked him up and I hold him. He was gone.
Wow.
Yeah. Children, I went to a hospital, to a children's hospital. There was this small little kid, full of pins in the veins and so forth, I'm crying, and the mothers didn't come. So I took the child, I hold the child, boom, it fell to sleep.
Beautiful.
Instantly. I did that with
I held a little meditation group, and we've been doing it online because we've been locked down with COVID. But we're free now, but it took a while before we used to meet at my house. So this Monday we had met at my house again. But one of the ladies has a young girl. I think she's 2 now, and she'll come in sometimes and just sort of 2 or 3. She might be 3, but she'll come in sometimes to sort of see her mum while she's, you know, in our little group. And I started to chant, and it put her to sleep, because the girl said her camera went off, and then later on she came back and she said, you know, Ava just fell asleep listening to your chant. She said, and she's still knocked out like a light. And she said, and then the next day she said she slept all night. So it was a bit of a joke that the chanting was a sleeping pill.
Well, yeah, it is actually when you chant, especially what you did today. It is so intense an energy.
Yes.
It's so,
I feel it.
Yeah, it is so, I'm there. I'm just there where you are. Whatever you see, I don't know, but I know where I am. I can smell it. I can see it. I can feel it. The energy from the whole, you know, and it is just, it's just so remarkable. It's a gift that you have, and that's a gift that you need to use. And if you,
I love to sing, like channel the song, and sometimes, like, you know, I can really feel that it wants to come out.
yeah, you have
and sometimes I can control it, like to keep it soft, because I don't want to override people or be too overwhelming. But sometimes if I just let it rip, it's as loud as all buggery. Like, it's part of the language, but it can be extremely loud.
Do it at home. Do it at home. You can do it when you're all by yourself, because remember, the energy that you bring out forward, okay, goes over the planet, no matter where you are. Even if you are alone, I do that too. I have a thing that I have been given by the Arcturians and the Hathors, actually, that they have, it's a toning. And that toning is so, people don't like it because it's extremely loud, you know, and it goes on forever, you know. But what I'm doing is I'm breaking up the energies like there is no tomorrow.
I just got that it's discordant, so the sound is like,
no,
you know,
it's not discarded. They installed something in me, whatever that is. That was.
But even the discordance, what it does is it takes apart the discordance and
yeah, that's what I just heard them saying it's discordant. I don't know.
Yeah, it's pulling apart the discordance
like?
and reintegrating it into harmony.
Do you want to give us a little part of it?
And it's too late. The whole house, everything, the neighbors, they wake up. I can do that.
All right. Well, we'll save it. We'll save it for the daytime then, I guess.
That's better. Yeah.
Well, I'm so glad you guys stayed on, in this channeling and session and conversation was so amazing. I'm just so excited and thankful, and I look forward to more sharing, because you know this will not be the last time that that this comes up for conversation.